Film Fanatics.
Crazy! It's crazy.
The nuts about that.
Now, the Houston Film Fanatics.
What's up, everybody? This is Ray with the Houston Film Fanatics. Welcome back to the show, KPRC Radio. Man, there is a lot of great things that are opening this week. It's a holiday weekend. Everybody's going to be out with their family. You're grilling. You're taking off work. And you just want to kick back and go to the movies. Well, you know what? There is a lot of good things happening at the box office. And some, maybe not as great. But I promise you, there's going to be a little something out there for everybody. First off, you got Minions for the kiddos. Minions 3, coming in. You're back with Groot. You're back with all the little beep bop boop boops, little minion guys. Kids are going to love this movie.
Shortly after you and your brother were born, your father and I divorced, and we each took one son. Obviously, I got second pick.
I have a twin brother.
All right, it's just as good and fun as the first two. I promise you, they're going to enjoy it. Parents, you're going to enjoy it because it's just plain fun. I mean, what's not to enjoy? It's a good time. Minions 3, check it out. For the adults out there that are looking for something to watch. Now, one of the movies that kind of took the Cannes Film Festival by storm was the movie The Beguiled. That opens this weekend.
We ask for your protection over our school, and we pray that we will be kept from harm throughout the night. Amen.
It stars Nicole Kidman, Kirsten Dunst, and Elle Fanning. And it is a crazy movie that is about a girls' school in Virginia during the Civil War. And these group of young women are kind of just hanging out, minding their own business, when all of a sudden a Union soldier comes in. And he's found, on their property. So, he's injured. He's played by Colin Farrell. The girls decide the best thing to do would be to patch him up and then turn him over to the Army soldiers so they can deal with him. Of course, Colin Farrell, being Colin Farrell, is a bit of a charmer. And it's not long that he's there in their house that these ladies start to, really fall under this guy's spell. Now, he charms each and every one of them. These women are falling over each other to try to gain his attention and his affection. And it can only lead to disaster when you've got one guy and 5 or 6 girls in a house fighting for one dude.
He seems to be a sensitive person. Does he?
It's like a jacked up episode of The Bachelor. Well, Ye Old Bachelor Civil War edition. So, obviously, this movie, it takes a lot of dark little turns, things kind of go south. And if you watch the trailer alone, it looks like things are going to get pretty crazy. We had a chance to check it out, and, for me, I felt like this movie could have been so much more badass. It's directed by Sofia Coppola, and it's definitely got that Sofia Coppola feel. Very, kind of virgin suicides and things like that, where, there's a lot of very just dramatic scenes and long pauses and long stares. That doesn't make it a bad movie, and I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad movie, but I did walk out of the movie thinking, what the hell did I just watch? I wanted it to be really over the top. And, there were parts of it that start inching towards it, but it's right as you get to the ledge, they back right up. You have got, of course, Nicole Kidman and Kirsten Dunst and Elle Fanning all really going hard for this guy's attention. And he is kind of systematically playing each one for his own benefit. While he's recouping in this house from a gunshot wound. And this guy, he is smooth. Every single girl in there, he's pulling aside and telling them, hey, you're the most beautiful girl ever, and I'm so glad to have met you, and this is, you're making my stay better. And, it's really it's kind of crazy watching him work and just seeing his charm kind of putting a spell over every woman in this house. A little crazy, and of course, once the ladies start figuring out that he may actually be completely full of crap, things take a turn for the hardcore. So, you may want to check that one out. It may really not be for everybody, but you can't really go wrong for a movie that the hashtag for it is hashtag vengeful bitches.
Oh, what have you done to me, you vengeful bitches?
That's where I'm going to leave you with that one. Now, for the guys out there looking for something a little bit more action-packed than The Beguiled, let me direct you immediately over to the latest, the greatest, Baby Driver.
So you're just starting your day, or did you just get off?
They call, I go,
So what is it you do?
I'm a driver.
Oh, like a chauffeur. Anyone I'd know? What is your name?
Baby.
Baby Driver is sick, guys. You're going to want to see this movie. Directed by Edgar Wright, stars Ansel Elgort, stars John Hamm, John Bernal, Jamie Foxx. I mean, Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey is in this one, and he's awesome. Now, this is a high-action movie about a getaway driver who goes by the name of Baby. Yeah, he is just trying to pay off a debt, and in doing so, he's having to do all these crazy bank jobs. The kicker, this guy is the sickest getaway driver ever, and he does everything to the tune of, like, different songs on his iPod.
This one who say listen to the music all the time?
Is he mental?
Mental meaning slow. Was he slow?
No.
Everything in the movie is choreographed to perfection. I mean, this movie is fun, like so fun. It's got a kick-ass soundtrack, it's got amazing acting, and I mean, it's hard not to want to leave this theater and like high-speed chase yourself home. All right, because, you know, I'm not going to lie, in my mind and the way home, I'm still baby driving all the way there. Baby Driver. But yeah, I mean, this was a good movie. It's a solid movie. It has that Edgar Wright feel, you know, the kind that you got from like Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, where there's a lot of, you know, sharp cuts and editing and just the way that the whole movie is filmed and put together. It's definitely worth a trip to the theater, guys. And, you know, Edgar Wright is the writer and director for this film. And we've actually got all of the interviews with the cast from South by Southwest 2017. If you want to check those out, we have those posted at the blog page at Houston Film Fanatics at kprcradio.com. You're going to want to check those out because, you know, these guys are so proud of this movie. And again, after seeing it, I can totally understand why. Nothing but a good time here. Nothing. Get down to the theaters. Check out Baby Driver. It is blowing things up at the box office this weekend. So, yeah. Now, Fanatics, I know we all like new stuff. So, of course, we have to talk about some of the latest and greatest trailers that have hit us this week. One of the main ones that has everybody all super pumped is A Bad Mom's Christmas.
Christmas is a magical time, full of wonder, excitement, and joy. A time for making lasting memories with family and friends. But do you know the secret behind what makes Christmas so special? Moms. Moms are working their asses off. Cooking, wrapping, decorating, and shopping. I don't think I can do this sober.
You guys want to get drunk at the food court?
Ooh, yeah.
That's right, the ladies from Bad Moms are back, and they are coming back to this holiday season. Mila Kunis, Kristen Bell, Catherine Hahn, they are all back. This time, they are getting ready for Christmas in their typical Bad Moms way, which means a lot of partying, a lot of drinking, and zero F's given for a lot of this movie. The cool thing about this trailer, though, is that we actually get to meet some of the Bad Moms' moms.
Hi, Mom.
Where's your tree?
I didn't want to waste time Christmas tree shopping. I actually just wanted to enjoy Christmas this year.
Amy, you're a mom. Moms don't enjoy, they give joy. That's how being a mom works.
Yeah, it can only lead to just pure insanity, but it looks really funny, guys. Like, I would see this tomorrow if it came out tomorrow. I would be right there front and center. So, Bad Moms Christmas. It's going to be hitting us in the theaters November 3rd, but right now the trailer has just dropped, so you can get out there, you can check that out, hit up IMDb, and go and see for yourself. I promise you, it's pretty funny. Other trailer that has hit us, and this one has, it's been out for about a week and a half now, but I want to point it out because I'm mildly intrigued by it. A lot of you guys may remember growing up with the movie Flatliners. It came out in like the mid-90s, and it had Kevin Bacon, Julia Roberts, Kiefer Sutherland, one of the Baldwin boys. I mean, it was a solid movie when it came out. It was about a group of young medical students that were trying to solve, what happens when you die.
I don't want to die. I want to come back with the answers to death and life. I need you to bring me back.
I have no interest in watching you kill yourself.
The crazy thing about that movie is that you have a group of college students that are also able to hijack a bunch of very expensive medical equipment to slowly kind of murder each other and then bring each other back to life. Yeah, I mean, like, you've been to college, like a lot of you, and I'm sure you know. I mean, I was an art major, and there wasn't a way I could sneak an easel out of the room, let alone some equipment like, the little paddles for jump-starting people's hearts, or all of the medical monitors. So the fact that these guys were able to, very sneakily smuggle all of this stuff out is just kind of mind-boggling in itself. But still, I just watched it again recently. It's a pretty solid film. I bring up Flatliners because, of course, they are remaking Flatliners. It's going to be hitting us September the 29th, and it actually stars Ellen Page, Nina Dobrev. I'm not sure what to do with this movie, because while it looks very similar to the original, of course, much more high-tech and modernized, but I don't necessarily feel like it looks bad. You know, I mean, it looks really intense, and I'm very curious to see if they can actually pull this one off.
What happens to us after we die? The only way to find out is to see for ourselves.
I don't know necessarily that they need to keep remaking stuff that is not that old. But, you know, obviously Hollywood is going to do what Hollywood is going to do. I think you guys should check out the trailer. We've got it posted up at the blog page. I'm curious to hear what you guys think and what your opinion is. If you're excited about it, if you hate it, if you think it looks, you know, great or dumb, we want to know. So again, hit us up, Houston Film Fanatics at kprcradio.com. Now let's bring things back a little bit more local. We have some really awesome things hitting us this weekend. Again, everybody's out and about looking for family stuff to do. Well, opening this weekend at the Hobby Center is the fantastic, awesome The Lion King. Now, if you have never seen The Lion King, you absolutely want to. I mean, it's easily the world's #1 musical. It is such a massive production. You're not going to want to miss this. I mean, it's going to be unlike anything you've seen before at the theater. We had the opportunity to go behind the scenes and get some up-close and personal looks at some of the costumes and the set pieces. And we got to talk with the head carpenter, Noah Kern, who was good enough to kind of give us a behind-the-scenes tour and explain to us how different parts of the show work. I do have that video posted at our blog page. You're going to want to check it out, Houston Film Fanatics at kprcradio.com. And yeah, just give a look at our behind-the-scenes footage of Disney's The Lion King. Now, the show is playing now through July the 23rd, and they've got tons of performances, tons of great seats are still available. You're going to want to head to Broadway at thehobbycenter.com for more ticket information and grab your tickets there, or you can check out our video. We do have all the information posted at the blog page for you to make it a little easier for you guys. Now, we've got this weekend, but looking a little bit further into the future, next weekend, if you guys are into scary movies, and I know you may be, then you may have already pinged Wish Upon on your radar and being excited about it, because, you know, it's not Halloween yet, but we still have Hollywood, you know, throwing some good old-fashioned horror films our way.
Trying to drive here!
I wish Darcy Chapman would just, go rot.
So I'm excited about that. For those of you that want to take that experience of horror movies to the next level, AMC Gulf Point 30 is going to be giving us a Wish Upon VR experience that you can actually immerse yourself in the world of Wish Upon, which may be a good or a bad thing, depending on how you feel about horror movies. It's going to be running July 7th, 8th, and 9th over at, like I said, the AMC Gulf Point 30. From 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock on the 7th and 8th, and from 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock on the 9th, you can go try on some really cool VR gear and check out their wicked VR experience. We, of course, will be out there, so if you're not able to make it, we'll at least let you know what's going on and what you may have missed. So stay tuned to Houston Film Fanatics for all of that. Well, that wraps up the show for this week, guys. I hope you have an awesome 4th of July out there. Be safe, have a good time, enjoy your family, get to the movies, check out some great stuff. Once again, this is Ray with the Houston Film Fanatics, kprcradio.com.